Hello there, my loves. This is Natalia. Welcome to the Angelic Circle, the first live event that we'll be doing this evening. So I hope you can join me live. If you can't, then thank you for coming along, showing up and watching the replay. It's a pleasure to have you. And while I wait for you all to... now let me see who's joining me. I can see I've got 5 of you watching already, so do drop a comment in the comments box and say hello to me. Hello my loves, so wonderful to have you here. So I can see from the little list of names who are showing up in front of me that I have Vanessa Dempsey. Hello my love, welcome to the circle. We've got Desley Jones. Hello, so lovely to have you here. Jane McGuinness, I am so excited that you could join us today. Mary Fleming is watching also, as is Cherie Newman. Good evening, ladies. Sandra Macaro is here. Hello, and thank you for all the hearts. Laurie Fantasia, hello, hello, hello. It's so great that you can join me. I know you've had to dip out of your social occasion, so I do appreciate you doing that. We've got Janet Cresswell here, good evening. And then Dawn, you're here as well. Poppy stroke Dawn, what do I call you? Shall I call you Poppy or shall I call you Dawn? Claudette Gadsden is with us. Hello my love. Hello to the gorgeous Lorraine Robinson. Well, you're all gorgeous actually. I'm not just singling Lorraine out for gorgeousness. But while we're on the subject, hello gorgeous souls. Carol Moran is here. And Denise Oldfield, did I say hello to you already, my love? Angela Davis, hello, you're all excited to get connected with Archangel Metatron. He's your angel, isn't he? We have the lovely Sarah Bolchin, and she is watching with us this evening. How are you feeling, Sarah? Sarah's been a bit poorly, so I hope you're feeling better. And Lynn Callahan is watching. Ah, you made it, my love, that's wonderful. Magdalene Lewis, good evening. Now there are so many of you. I just want to make sure I'm saying hello to everyone. Janet Cresswell, did I say hi to you? I hope so. I hope I did. Crystal MacDonald is in the house. Hello, Crystal. And Jackie Hamilton's here with us too. Oh, I'm so blessed and happy. I've got 19 of you all live with me this evening. And as you can see, the sun is going down. Jay Knott is watching. Hello, Jay. And Jill Scales is with us too. Smiley face from Jay. So my loves, have you had a good weekend? How are things going with you? I cannot tell you how excited and emotional I feel about this circle, because I have had an angel club before, and some of you were members of the angel club. Some of my dearest friends and contacts on here, you have joined me again in the angelic circle. So the angel club was more kind of random, a bit more scattered. We did some get-togethers, we did some meditations, we did some readings, but it wasn't planned and orchestrated like this is going to be this evening. I'm going to have a few of these, and so every month has got a theme. So this month we are going to be working with Archangel Metatron. And before I get started with talking you through some of his beautiful energy, and Carrie is here. Good evening, Carrie. I just want to talk about the angelic circle as a whole, okay? Before we get on to this evening's proceedings. So I'm going to keep you about an hour, and Sharon Kopsiak's just joined us as well. Good evening, my love. How are you doing? So the way that I intend, that the intention for this beautiful circle is this: that we're all on a spiritual path. We're all trying to find our purpose. We're all trying to connect with that which we came here to do in this lifetime, right? Are you all with me on that? Give me a heart, give me a thumbs up if you're with me there. And me included, you know, I'm just trying to find my way. I'm a soul on this path just like you are. But one of the things that's come up for me a lot over the last couple of years is that I am meant to do lots of discovering, lots of research, lots of learning, and I'm meant to share that with others. I'm meant to pull the team together, not to be a leader as such, but to be a disseminator of information. And so my intention for you all is, good evening Sue Hardman, is to really be the investigator of resources and to bring those to you. And so that's going to entail every month looking at who is the archangel who is aligned with that particular month of the year. There may be more than one for certain months. And some of the sacred things that are associated with that, including planets, star signs, numbers. And then we're going to be looking at using the power of the moon cycles, the important lunar cycles, which are the new moon and the full moon I'm going to be looking at. And so we've got a couple of lunar cycles that are important for us this month. Now, let me tell you what is coming up. So we've got this evening, obviously I'm going to do an introduction to Archangel Metatron, and all month we're going to be researching into him. So by the end of the month we're going to be experts on Metatron and connecting to his energy. So on Saturday the 14th of September, that's in the UK, at 5:35 a.m, so it may be on Friday the 13th you have this, depending on where you are in the world. We've got a full moon in Pisces, so we're going to do something around that. And Pisces is associated with the 12th house. It's associated with really letting go of things. It's associated with our past lives, our connection to all of the divine energies and the outer planet that is Neptune, which is our imagination. So we're going to be doing a lot of releasing for that full moon in Pisces, and it's water energy. So we're going to be using water energy for that. And then later in the month we have a new moon. Let me just get the dates and the times for you. We have a new moon in Libra, and that moon is on the 28th of September. Beautiful new moon in Libra, infused with the power and energy of Venus and all things relationship related, because it's the 7th house energy. So it's like how we relate to others, fairness, and all those delicious Venusian related things. So I hope that sounds like a plan. And then I'm just going to be posting, a few times a week in the group. So keep an eye. Make sure that you've got your notifications turned on, so that we can keep up with one another, and I can see the discussion going on already, which I'm really excited about. That you're all chatting to each other. Good evening, Cory Corsino. How are you doing, my love? And Joanna O'Donnell has joined us. You're not too late, my love. You're fine. We're here. We're just getting ourselves tucked in, getting ourselves ramped up for the evening. Welcome to our beautiful, very warming display. So this evening we're connecting with Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron, his colour is orange. You can see I've got the orange theme going on, the golden theme, and that is very much about the sacral chakra, his energy center, and that is an energy center of mine that I really need to clear always. So we'll be talking about that tonight. Now you'll see on the group sort of header, there's a files section. So I'm going to be sharing certain files with you and certain documents, and like this one. So this one is the POMS, so the mood scale. So you can see I've spilt coffee all over mine. I like to drink coffee whenever I'm doing any kind of thinking. So this is the POMS scale that I shared with you. So have a look in the group under files. You'll be able to download this PDF. And what we've got here is lots of different emotions. Some of them are positive, some are you might perceive as negative, such as sad, confused. So we've also got lively, we've got energetic. So we've got all these different things. And what you need to do is to print this out. If you don't have a printer, then just have a look at it online and then just write your answers down in a notebook or on a piece of paper. And what you're looking at is a scale from 1 to 4. So 0 to 4. 0 is not at all. So for example, I've said when I was filling this in, I wasn't feeling angry at all. Or up to extremely. Okay. So has anybody done this already? Have you had a go at this mood scale? So what you're going to do is you're just going to rate yourself according to all these different emotions. And I'd like you to do this as close to the start of the program as you possibly can. So if you have done it already, brilliant, thank you. If you haven't done it, then do take time to do that today if you can, or over the next couple of days. Because what I want to do is capture your mood as we start out, and we're just going to monitor it and see, has all of the activities that we're doing, we'll have a look, we'll do a little acid test again at the end of the month and see how it's had an impact on your feelings. So the 4 different ratings we've got are anxiety, depression, anger, vigor, fatigue and confusion. So those are the ones that we want to monitor. This is a really widely used scale in psychology of kind of sampling people's moods. And Vladimira Cole's just joined us. Anna is here as well. Good evening, Anna. So we're looking at this little questionnaire that I shared with you. I think I did it yesterday. I shared it in the group. So if you have a look in the files, you'll be able to open it up there and get access to it anytime. And your mark out of 20, according to this, tells you which one you're looking at. So you rate yourself. So for example, tense comes under the topic of anxiety. I scored a 1, and then you're going to add them all up there at the end. Lynn's saying she's completed it, but you were interrupting. You're going to do it later. That's great. Whenever you feel, I don't want you getting anxious about filling it in. That's the thing. Good evening, Julie Vela. How are you doing? So add them all up, and you've got your marks out of between 20 and 28, and those are my marks. So fatigue, I scored an 8. So the higher the score, it's kind of not so good. 8 for that, 5 for vigor, 3 for anxious and 2 for confused. So that pretty much sits with me really well. I'm feeling exhausted, and I feel like some of the activities I'm going to be doing in this group on a monthly basis are really going to help me to align myself with not having my energies in like peaks and troughs. You know, what we don't want to do is we don't want to burn ourselves out, and so there'll be lots of suggestions where we can find ways to chill out, to be more relaxed in mind, body and spirit. Well, we can be less confused. We can get some answers, some clarity, usually from within. Now the vigor one, you may think, oh, yeah, that's really good. Scored 5 for that. But vigor is where you're switched on, you're on all the time, and you need to find a way to balance that out, you know, where you're not so kind of overthinking about things, or, you know, constantly working on things. You've got to find a way of kind of separating yourself from all the things that you are excited about. Sort of be very vigorous, and there's lots of energy going around in your body, and you may think that that's very, very positive, but sometimes it can burn you out as well. It can leave you fatigued. And then obviously we know all about anger, depression, anxiety. So we want lower scores for those, definitely 0 if possible. Okay, so Denise, yeah, good. Whenever you've got time to do that would be wonderful. And Angela, you've got 16 total, all in vigor mainly. Yeah, so we need to find a way to get you to dial you down a bit in terms of the vigor, because we need to be able to access these different states of emotion when we want them, to use them for our best kind of devices, don't we? So I've just noticed that we've got Kim Wincup joining us and Teresa Max here as well. Hello ladies, how are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? So altogether I've got 76 of you in the group, and so I think that that's a pretty good collective of people, isn't it? I don't want this group to get any higher than 85, so I'm just going to keep the numbers really low. So I don't want it to be where there's thousands of you, because that will just get really hard for you to communicate with me and for me to communicate with you, because I really want it to be more intimate like it is being. So I hope that sounds like a plan for you. All right, my loves. So our plans for this evening, I'm going to introduce you to Archangel Metatron. So does anybody know much about Archangel Metatron? Good evening, Nicole Dyke. How are you doing, lovely? So has anybody been working with Archangel Metatron? Angela, I know that he's kind of one of your favorite angels and you're excited about doing some work with him, well, I will tell you about Metatron. I'm just going to grab my little golden angel here, just hold him in front of myself here. So let's try and connect with Archangel Metatron through this angel. So I'm just going to draw the circle together. Thank you, all of the guardian angels who are with us this evening, of all of the participants who are watching, who are part of this angelic circle, who were drawn to be part of this, including Faye Gillies, who's just joined in. And all of your guardian angels have guided you to be part of this circle. So thank you, guardian angels, for doing your job so well, and thank you all of you for listening to your intuition and your inner wisdom to allow yourself to take part in this. I'm so glad to have you here. And thank you also for Archangel Metatron, who is joining us this evening and who's going to be working with us all month. Joanne says, you love the name Metatron. It reminds you of one of the Transformers. It does, doesn't it? One of the Transformers. So he is the one who guards or the one who serves. Okay, so he's very much the angel of service. He's very much to do with your purpose, your passion in life. What do you come here for? You didn't come here just to, make friends with people, although that's really lovely. And you didn't come to just, have a hard life and be anxious and angry and switched on, or, whatever it is that's going on for you. You came here to make the world a better place. And if you're anything like me, you are constantly thinking about, am I serving in the right ways? Am I doing my purpose? If that's you, give me a like. So Metatron is known as and considered to be the spiritual brother of Archangel Sandalphon. So Sandalphon and Metatron are the two prophets who they were humans and they ascended to heaven as angels. And so Metatron is said to have lived as the prophet Enoch, and Sandalphon was his brother Elijah. So he became an archangel. He's one of the youngest archangels, as is Sandalphon. And he came to make the world a better place. So he's here to help us to have the ability to access our spiritual power. And you can really draw on Archangel Metatron's energy because he knows what it's like to be human. He knows what it's like to walk this path and to have all of the epic experiences that we have. Some of them feel amazing and some of them feel amazingly bad, don't they? The things that we have to endure. So whenever you want to raise your vibrational energy to meet with all of those demands that are coming up for you, Metatron is the angel to call upon, and he's particularly prevalent. His work is very active at this time, while there are so many planets in the sign of Virgo, because Virgo is the 6th house in astrology. It is the sign that is associated with service. Pisces is as well, but this is about our service in that kind of showing up day in, day out. I say doing the unglamorous work to enable us to live the life that is glamorous in the long term. That's how I see it. So Metatron is pure light with no ego, no form. He works in all dimensions throughout the entire universe, and all the archangels have this very, very vast, intense energy. And when you're working with Metatron, he's super powerful, and he can magically transform any situation, okay? He really can. So Metatron is spelt, Lynn, Metatron, Metatron. So if you want an upgrade in your frequency, if you want to connect with any of your angels, your guardian angel, if you want to connect with your life force, your purpose, if you want to transform anything in your life, any situation, then he is the angel to go to. Now he uses a mystical tool called the cube, Metatron's Merkaba cube, and it's said to help to clear negative energies from our lives. So it contains all of the sacred geometry, the celestial energy, and it harnesses centrifugal forces to clear up negativity away from our bodies and away from the spaces around us. So I'm going to show you what Metatron's cube looks like. Okay, so I have a little box of tricks in front of me. I'm just going to bring these over here, and I open my little box, and I've got some crystals. Now I'm putting these on my website, so if you'd like to order crystals, you don't have to, but I'm going to explain the crystals that will help you to work most readily with Archangel Metatron. And if you want to get hold of these yourself and source your own, you can do. If you want to order them from me, I've scouted and found the best quality, so I'll drop a link in the box if you want to buy anything. But what I want to stress is I'm not trying to sell you stuff, okay? I'm really not trying to do that. So this is Metatron's cube, and it contains all of the different sacred geometrical elements. So we've got pyramid, we've got cube, we've got circles, we've got spirals, and it's a really magical shape. So this is a disc, and if you can place it in different parts of your home where you feel like you want to generate change, where you want to harness the most energy. So I'm sitting at my angel table. This is where I do my work, this is where I do my writing, this is where I do all of my thinking, my readings, obviously these lives. I do my life on a Monday. I'm sure that you've picked up on that if you've watched those, the messages for the week. So throwing the macabre around. So this is always placed in my angel space, and so this is the beautiful piece of metal which is coated in gold, to represent Archangel Metatron. Isn't that gorgeous, the way the candle lights it up like that? Now, Archangel Metatron works very closely with the energy of the sacral chakra, which is all about radiating your light, living your joy, accomplishing your purpose, serving, making a difference in the world around you, being joyful, playful, fun, and really being in the moment, not casting yourself too much further back into the past, and very much concentrating on the present moment, being mindful. Your life force, your energy, this is your sexual energy, this is your creative expression. When the sacral chakra is healthy and the energy is flowing through it, we can relate to other people more easily, because it's where we become intimate, where we have intimate relationships with others. This is where we're able to enjoy things, we're able to experience pleasure, from sexual pleasure through to anything that we like doing, but not in a way that's harmful. It's about our human life in the physical body, which is why Archangel Metatron is associated with this chakra. And if you feel stuck and you feel like nothing's moving forward, then examine what's happening in your sacral chakra and use the macabre, the sacred geometry, and all of the energy of tapping into the wisdom and the power of Archangel Metatron, for sure. So this is, all of the different sacred geometric shapes, which I'm going to post an image for you later in the group. They're associated with the shapes in nature, and this is they're called the Platonic shapes. So they're basically Plato discovered these, that all of nature goes back to these elements, these shapes. It's kind of a miracle, really. So I'm going to put that there next to our angel and next to our crystal. And then another crystal that you can use to work with Archangel Metatron and to work with the sacral chakra, so that's what we're going to be doing all month, is orange calcite. And it's got 6 facets. It's a wand. So it's beautiful, isn't it? You can hold that in your hand, and you can use it in meditation. You can use it for intention setting. You can use it in a sweeping motion if you've got crystal grids set up, or if you just want to do a reading for yourself. We're going to do a reading this evening, an interactive reading, so everybody's going to get a message from Metatron this evening. I'm going to use the wand for that. And so this is an energy cleanser and an amplifier. What it does is it purifies, cleans out any negative energy pretty much from anywhere, in a room, in your body, from your life. Isn't it gorgeous? Orange calcite. Amazing. It increases our memory, our motivation, our drive. If you've got disagreements with people, it helps you to reach agreement more readily. So this is called orange calcite. So beautiful. And then we have opalite. So opalite, when we hold it like that in my palm, you can see it looks like opal. So it's got like white and like a purpley violet. Laurie's saying you need 10. Purpley violet kind of hues on it, but it's very much associated with the sacral chakra, because when I do that, can you see the orange? Isn't that amazing? And it's nothing to do with the fact that I'm pointing at an orange thing. If I do it up to the light like this, you can see the orange. Isn't that amazing? So it's kind of magical. I never knew this about opalite until I started looking into it. So this is a meditation stone. This is a palm stone. And so this is basically a stone to help you to harness and increase your personal power, to boost your self-esteem and your self-worth. Opalite, Joanne's saying you've got loads of it. So it looks like an opal. Look at the rainbow colours in there. It's just amazing with that beautiful orange of the sacral chakra in there. It's wonderful for meditation, for holding during meditation, because it's very soothing. And you can also open your third eye with this, because it's got the purples in there. And this is very much about the vision, the insight, the intuition, and your psychic powers to receive messages from your inner sense, inner self, in a sense. So that is opalite. We're going to place that there so we can connect with Archangel Metatron through that. And then finally, any angelic work, any spiritual work you're doing, amethyst is a beautiful crystal to have. So I would recommend you get yourself a piece of amethyst in any form you like. But in this little box set, you get this very deep purple cluster of the amethyst, and it's 4 inches. It's really big and heavy. It's beautiful, and this amplifies the energy when we have the cluster. So you've got loads of different facets of the crystal, all receiving energy and protecting you. It's very much a stone of protection. It's very much anything negative can be transformed with this cleansing, releasing, allowing you to have clear thinking and greater spiritual insight. It's a wonderful stone for that. So we're going to have that on our little altar this evening as well. Okay, so how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing good, because what I wanted to do with our connection with Archangel Metatron this month is to help you to create healthy boundaries and consider, your own power and what that means to you in your life. So it's very much a case of you thinking about, how can I create boundaries? How can I consider what I give my energy to, what that looks like, where I say no. Vladimira, the orange stone, is called orange calcite. So that is what we're going to do this evening. I'm going to do a little, almost like a little prayer with Archangel Metatron. And I'd like you, if you can do so, just to sit comfortably. And Faye is saying that you can't seem to switch your brain off, that you can't seem to be able to meditate. And meditating, I find, is like running. It's like doing any kind of exercise, anything. It needs you to practice it and to not get hung up on success, because the fact that you just carve some time out to meditate is success in itself. Okay, that's success for me, is that you sit down, even if it's for 30 seconds, to meditate, the fact that you did it. So we're going to begin by doing this very gentle, very quick little group meditation. So I'd like you to, if it's safe to do so, to close your eyes and just to sit with your spine up straight so that we can get the chakras in alignment, and just take a deep breath in. So breathe in through your nose. Take that breath all the way down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe out, try and breathe out through your mouth. Just allow your jaw to relax. Just take a couple more deep breaths in. Relax your mind and body. And focus your awareness within. So we'd like to ask Metatron to assist all of us this evening in clearing our energy centers, our beautiful chakras, and to heal our entire being, but particularly the sacral chakra this evening. So if you imagine there's a beautiful orange light inside of your belly button area, the navel area in your body. So just focus within, staying relaxed, and imagine Archangel Metatron, however you want to see him in your mind's eye, sending all of his delicious light and healing into your energy centers, but particularly into the beautiful orange of your sacral chakra. So you may begin to feel the presence of Metatron. It's like a brilliant light. You may be able to see some colors in your mind's eye. And I'd like you to imagine Metatron's cube appearing above your head and gently rotating downwards. So that beautiful cube with all those wonderful symbols on it, just rotating downward through all of your energy centers, spiraling down along your spinal column. Just feel that energy. And it's whizzing away the toxins and the blocks, releasing your vibration, and that's being elevated. So just relax for a few moments, allow that healing light, that sacred geometric shape of Metatron to work its magic. So there really is nothing that you need to do right now. Nowhere else that you need to be. You are in your safe place with your tribe. So just trust that you are incredibly powerful and that Metatron is aligning with you because you have so much healing light and power to send out into the world. And Archangel Metatron can assist you anytime you wish in the future. And all you need to do is just follow this process again. So take a deep breath in. And as you release your breath, in your out breath, let us thank Archangel Metatron for that healing that he's just given us this evening. And when you're ready, I'd like you to open your eyes and just become conscious of being back here. You might want to just kind of move your arms around a little bit. Just give yourself a gentle shake so that you're kind of with it and sparked up again. So how did that feel? How was that little activity for you? I hope you enjoyed that. Just going to move all my crystals out of the way because we're going to do a little reading now, a little interactive reading, and we want some messages from Metatron. So we've got a few hearts coming up on the screen. I hope you enjoyed that, my loves. Let's just move these crystals out of the way. Haley has just joined us. Hello, Haley. If you've missed some of the live, don't worry. I'm going to be posting the replay so you can watch it later in your own time. Faye says, wow. Carol says, brilliant. Fairy Cleansing says, Colleen. Colleen, hello. You had a difficult time seeing colours. That's okay, Denise. Don't worry. That's fine. Your living room's orange, Vladimir. You've got lots of candles on, so it's perfect. Ah, that's lovely. Thank you, loves. Now, I'm just going to shuffle my angel cards. and I'm going to do a little message for you this evening. Sherry, I'm glad you found that powerful and amazing. That's wonderful. Thank you for the hearts, Janet. I'm glad you found it really nice, Jackie Hamilton. Beautiful, says Angela. All right, so my loves, I'm going to draw 4 cards. I'm going to tell you about, this is what I'm going to be sharing with you. Every month we're going to be doing a spread or 2. And spreads are basically card formations with messages attached to them. So I'm going to be posting this particular reading, this spread, in the group for you, but I'm going to just share it with you tonight. This is the Archangel Metatron reading, and we're going to draw a card. First of all, what am I being called to do next on my journey? Okay, what am I being called to do next on my journey? So I would like you to think of 1, 2 or 3. So think about whether you would like 1, 2 or 3. So Lorraine is saying, sacral needed as your back's gone again today. Did my root chakra this morning. Yes, you know, lower back is pretty important for the sacral chakra stuff. So I had a lot of lower back problems last month, and I put it down to that. My sacral chakra was just so out of alignment, really bad. So I'm going to do this interactive reading with you, and I'd like you to think about 1, 2 or 3. Now you're going to stick with the same number, okay? So whichever you choose, these are the messages for you. So you can't switch in between. You can't, like my reading that I do on a Monday, where I go, okay, the second card you can go with whatever number. So choose a number, think carefully which one you're going to go for. And we're going to start with number 1, okay? So if you chose number 1, first of all, what am I being called to do next on my journey? I'm going to turn the light on for this so you can actually see the card better. So this is your message if you chose number 1. What are you being called to do next on your journey? You're being called to be more adventurous. So you're going to get something coming up for you where there's an opportunity come in. Or you may have been thinking of creating an opportunity or a new beginning for yourself. And you just want to go for it, but maybe you're a bit afraid. Okay. So try not to think about the fear. Just try and sit with the opportunity, the new chance, the new options that's on the table, the new adventure. Okay, look at him. He's getting ready. He's got this fiery torch. He's ready to set off on his journey. The moon is full. And he's going, things have come to fullness. I've really got to march forward. There's something new that's calling me, and I'm ready to hear that calling. I'm ready to take that action, to open the gate and look outside and think, what's there for me? Okay, so that's if you chose number 1. If you chose number 2, what are you being called to do next on your journey? You're being asked to release something, let go of something. We've got Archangel Azrael there in front of you going, hey, look, there's something that it's not going to serve you anymore, and releasing it, you feel like if I hold on to this, it will keep the stability. But if you let go of it, it will give you greater stability. So you're a bit afraid. Again, there's fear. Fear sits in the sacral chakra. But don't be afraid. Archangel Azrael is saying all is well. So you're being called to let go of something. Now, you may already know what that is. You may not know what that is. That does not matter, because those things are going to surface for you as the month goes on. You're going to start to see what it is that you need to know. And then 3. Okay. If you chose number 3, you are being called to your spirituality, to see more meaning in your life. What you're doing at the moment, you're a bit cheesed off with. You're a little bit stalled with it, you know. You're like, what's more for me? What's out there for me? You're being pulled towards not money, not fancy things, not better conditions. This is about what's meaningful in your heart. Your heart is saying to you, you're not doing what your heart longs for, and that's making you uncomfortable. It's making you want to walk away from something because you're searching for more meaning. You want spiritual and emotional growth. You want depth, my loves, if you chose this. That is what you're being called to do next on your journey. Look for the depth. If there is no depth, then you're going to start questing for it. You're going to start reaching out for it. So the second message in this spread is number 2. What action can I take to initiate this next phase? So what action do you need to take for the next steps? For those of you who chose number 1, you got to just go for it. Okay, so whatever comes your way, you've got to grab it with both hands. You've got to create your own opportunities as well. So the 8 of fire is all about power, taking control of things. Doing research, actively looking to see how can I create a fire. You know, when you make a fire, you don't just kind of stare at a lighter, or I didn't light that candle by just looking at it. I had to go and find an implement to light that fire. So you're being asked to start a fire in your life, to really kick off. What am I passionate about? How can I pursue it? Who can I talk to? What can I do next? Okay, so you're really being asked to take action and do something important. All right. So if you chose number 2, the action you can take, again, is like you need to set off on your journey. You need to be passionate, adventurous. You need to have confidence in yourself. So if you're lacking in confidence right now, if you're feeling a little bit unsure, Archangel Metatron is the angel who can do that for you, can help you out. So all you need to do is to, as you're going to sleep tonight, to say, Archangel Metatron, can you top me up with some confidence? Can you give me some extra boost to really live my joy, to be fearless? Because fear sits in the sacral chakra, and we don't want that, because it prevents you, it places obstacles in your way from leading your best life. So he's the quester, he's the knight who's looking for action, and you're going to find it. All right, and then if you chose number 3, what action can you take to initiate this? Something from the past, someone or something from the past. Maybe you need to get in touch with somebody that you used to work with, that you used to know. Maybe you need to get in touch with some skills that have lain dormant. Maybe some studies that you did and then you've kind of parked them, you've left them on the shelf somewhere. There's a book you've read, or some qualifications that you took, or some kind of skills and knowledge, wisdom that you've got, and it's about to be asked to be resurrected. Okay, so pick that back up again, and you've probably been feeling the vibes like you should do that. So what is it that needs revisiting? It's down there. You just need to go diving down there and get it again. Okay, the third card in our spread represents, what do I need to understand? What do I need to understand about the next phase? So those of you who chose number 1, you need to understand that when you go after this is going to make you really excited and enthusiastic. That at first you might be a little bit uncomfortable with starting something new, with taking those first steps out of your comfort zone, but you are going to you're going to be just like, I'm so on board with this, and I'm excited, and this is emotionally really uplifting. So go with it, flow along with it. You know, this night, he's all about handling his emotions in the very best way, not getting triggered by them, not getting overwhelmed by them and giddy and excitable, but just kind of nurturing his emotions, being aware of them, looking at them, inspecting them, and being on top of them. Can you see how he's surfing on the surface? He doesn't get dragged down, and he's having fun. So have a lot of fun with what you're doing. Just treat it as fun and enjoyable, because the sacral chakra is all about enjoyment. If you chose number 2, what do you need to understand about this next phase, is that the right people are going to show up. So we've got Archangel Sandalphon and the Unity cards. And Archangel Sandalphon is the brother of Metatron. So hello Sandalphon, thanks for showing up. And he's helping you to connect with the right people, places, resources that you need. So you're going to get linked up. You're going to get networked with the right people who can help you to get to where you want to be. So this is good. You're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your peoples. You've already found them. You're here. And then finally, if you chose number 3, don't worry, okay? You may be worried. You may be feeling uncertain. You may be having sleepless nights about something, about anything that, you're searching for meaning, but, you may be feeling like, oh gosh, I've tried to do this in the past and it's resulted in other things, where you get a bit scared, a little bit thinking the worst. This is thinking the worst. And what you've got to know is that there's so much beauty to be had by exploring the unexplored. You're nearly there. 9s are all about being nearly there. Don't allow your thoughts to hold you back, to derail your progress. So the final card in the spread is card number 4, a message from Metatron for me right now. So what is your message? What does Metatron want you to know? This is exciting. This is the best bit of the spread. So if you chose number 1, what would Metatron like you to know? Look at this. The worst is over. That's what he'd like you to know. That you are coming to the end of a 10-year cycle. That you're coming to the end of a cycle in general where things have been difficult, where things have been disruptive, where you've been very much in your head, where you've had a lot of mental things to think about, to deal with, worries, concerns. Maybe you've been put in difficult positions by other people and you've felt the struggle, the strain of, like stabbed in the back by others or undermined in trying to move yourself forward. Well, that is no more. That is coming to an end. Look, there's freedom. Whoever the detractors are, look, they've accepted defeat. They're leaving your life. So you're free to go forwards now, to embrace this new adventure. And nothing's going to hold you back now. And Archangel Metatron's all about progress. He's all about embracing your light, your positivity, confidence. And he came here to serve, right? And you want to know what it is. And so he'll help you do that. He'll give you that confidence boost, that positivity that you need. So what a beautiful message for you. If you chose number 2, we have the 8 of Earth. So Metatron would like you to get down to business. So he'd like you to apply yourself to learning what you need to learn, to knowing what you need to know, to take those skills of yours and be confident enough to put them out there. So there may be something that you know that you could use, that you could make money from, and you're very powerful with that. Clever. You've got gifts. You've got skills. There may be something that you've created and you've been like, nah, I can't do that. I can't charge for that. This is about claiming your value because you've done a lot of research. You've put the effort in. You really are smart, spiritually, emotionally, with your physical skills, with your knowledge. You've got it all, okay? You don't need to... we're always a work in progress, right? But we always need to top things up. Sharpen the saw, they call it, in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But this is about being confident, knowing that right now, with the skills and the powers that I've got, I can make something happen. I can, if I dream big, I can make things happen in a big way. So there you go. You got it. Just get on with it. He's just all about getting on with things, Metatron. He's like, take the reins of that chariot of yours and drive yourself forward. And then finally, if you chose number 3, the message from Metatron is, you are the king of Earth. You have the golden touch. So whatever you want to set your mind to, whatever you want to choose to do, there is opportunity galore. There is success. There's worldly success. There's money. And you can be sitting pretty. Look at him. He's really happy in the position that he's in. And he's all about, like, I take responsibility. I'm professional. I get on with the job. I show up. But look at me. I'm resplendent. I'm on the throne. I can assume this place of power in my life because I was wise enough to make those moves. I was powerful enough to accept anything that came my way. I did this, and I have the Midas touch, so I accept opportunities. Be confident, okay? That's what Metatron's message is all about for you, my loves. So there you go. So how were those messages for you? I hope that you ponder on them, because sometimes, you know, when we have a little reading like that, I know it's an interactive one, and it's kind of for everyone, because obviously I can't do a reading for you all individually, but what I can do is I can make sure that you all get a message this evening. Even if you're watching a replay, you're not missing out. But that it's really important for you to know that there are omens and signs all around you all the time, and that's one of the biggest things about doing this angelic circle, is that the more that you attune yourself to that, the more that you will spot those things, and the more you'll be able to interpret them. It's a little bit like learning another language, isn't it? So we don't naturally go to another country and start being able to speak a language, but over time, the more we hear, the more we acclimatize, the more we immerse ourselves, the more that we can actually understand what we're seeing, what we're hearing. So that is what this group is about for me. It's about getting you tuned in and you making these very simple kind of switches up in your life. And it's just mind-blowingly powerful. And it's just showing up and doing it. I call it the work, but it's not really work, because it's just a beautiful thing, because you're accessing yourself on your highest level and you're vibrating at a higher frequency and you're just living your best life. And if that's work, well, then I'll take it. It's good, isn't it? Oh, thank you, my loves. Thanks for all the love. So I wanted to end this evening. I'm going to drop a link to those Metatron crystal sets. And so if you're interested in the crystal set, you can get hold of that. Now, I do have a discount code for you all this evening as well. And the discount code is, I'm just typing it into the box here. So it's 10% off everything on my website, apart from the 12-month membership for the Angelic Circle. I'm sorry about that, because I can't give you 10% off that. But anything else on my online shop, you can have 10% off. So just type in September AC10 into the discount code box at the checkout screen, and you get 10% off anything. So I hope you'll use that. I'm going to change the code every month, because not everybody will stay with the group for the full 12 months. I'm sure some of you may leave, and then I will give you the opportunity to sign up for a recurring payment if you want to stay with us every month, about the middle of the month. If you've already signed up for the 12 months, thank you so much. If you'd like to sign up for the 12 months, go ahead. It's on my online shop. And thank you all so much for all the love already. It's just been lovely to kick the program off in this way and have so many of you join me live. I can't thank you enough. So, my loves, any questions? Does anyone have any questions that you'd like to ask before we leave for the evening? Is there anything that you'd like to know about? If you have anything that you want to ask me privately, you can just private message me or leave a comment. Sarah's just saying, do you have the cube to sell separately? I already have the crystals. Yes, of course, my love. I can do that for you. I'm planning on listing it, so if you message me, we can sort that out. Okay, my darlings. Oh, bless you. Lorraine's saying she recommends the Archangel reading if anyone hasn't had it yet. Oh, thank you so much, my loves. Thank you for being here. When will we meet again? Carrie, good question. So we're going to be meeting again before the new moon. Before the full moon in Pisces, which is on the 14th of September. But I will be dropping another tutorial that won't be live, but there will be a video tutorial coming up before the full moon live ritual, okay? So I'll let you know about that. And thank you so much, my darlings. Lots of love to you. You take care. Have a wonderful day or evening, depending on what time it is where you are in the world. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you real soon. Bye for now.